Well, my name is Anton. I'm from Indonesia. Actually, I work for PT Ridho Sribumi Sejahtera. What we are actually a private company. We actually import and export agricultural products. We import like garlic from China, and then also we import peanuts from India, and we do fruits and vegetables from the rest of the world. So we have been an ERPNext customer since 2013. We start from version 4 and now presently on version 7. We have main office in Jakarta and Surabaya, and we also have one sister company which is located in China. So I would like to tell you my story about how I found in ERPNext and what was the problem before with my previous accounting software. So as you know, as an emerging SMEs, we had a lot of software for different kinds of needs. We have accounting softwares, we have manufacturing softwares, we have HR software, and we have inventory software, which all of that are having their own sets of data input, and we have to export and import, and makes the process always tedious. And then it's also hard to maintain because basically all of that makes our business process going slow. And when the business starts growing and we need better process, we need faster process, what happens is it's getting slower and slower because all the tedious process we need to export and import, and the database is getting bigger and bigger. And when we need customization, no one is there, no one to do it. So basically we had to do some of that ourselves because some of our software was already out of date. Basically we're still using maybe 1990 software for our business process. So that time we kind of give up and we think, okay, we'll just find a new software that will cater what we really want from our software. And that time we really come on the open source software. And I did some evaluation of open source software. Then it comes and 3 candidates before for our company. One is Adempier. What I found in Adempier, it's very difficult. For me, myself, I'm quite confused. I mean, I know what is Adempier. It really has a lot of features, but the UI itself, it's not that easy to use. And if I think myself, I'm not really cannot really use it, how would my employee use it as a data entrance? I mean, like, so at the end, we decide to look on the other solutions. Then we look at Odoo, which is that time is OpenERP. At first time, really, I think I fall in love with OpenERP because the interface is simple. It's really clean, it's really nice. But then as we dig in on it, we feel like, oh, okay, it has, when you need to conform with our business process, we need to add modules. And that's when the problems happen. The modules break down. They actually claim they have modules, but when we try to install the module, some of the module work out of the box, but some of the modules, we really have to, the developer, and we, at the end, we kind of feel like, okay, it's kind of hard for us. So at last, we found one ERPNext. I found it from the internet. I searched for a SME ERP system, and I found an ERPNext. It's written like ERP made simple that time. So when I look at it, I really fell in love with version 4. It's very simple. And I think when I look at it after my previous experience, I found that, wow, it's a complete solution out of the box. I can just use it like that. And then I feel like when I try to look at it and how to customize the thing, because we are like already from 2001 to now, we have a lot of business process that we need to customize. And what we found is when we do the we would like to have the customization. It's quite easy to customize. And the least but not the last but not the least is what we found is the price is very cheap. I'm sorry, but for this, I think the price is significantly cheap for us. And that's what we really appreciated. And then why we choose ERPNext? At first, it's of course because it's simple to use. For us specifically, because we need Indonesian and Chinese language that time, because we have a sister company in China and really need that. And then it can cover our business process out of the box. And the other thing is it can has an activity-based costing. I mean, for me, we have a very long distribution process. I mean, like Our company basically buy the product, the raw material itself in China, and then we buy in bulk, let's say 200 tons, 300 tons. Then we really have to get a manufacturing process to make it as a packaging, like 20 kilo packaging, 30 kilo packaging, like that. So, and then after that, we have to apply for our import process and then export process, and then we ship it to ourselves and we import it back to Indonesia, and then we put it in our warehouse. The beautiful thing of ERPNext is the costing. I mean, like, I can just buy the raw material, that would be the cost of goods sold there, and then I can add my import expenses there. It will add to my cost of goods sold. I can put the ocean freight, I can put the import duty, and I can put the transportation charges and everything. And that's why, I mean, like, I really love the landed cost voucher that time. It was one of my main reasons why I choose ERPNext. And then I feel like easy to customize and maintain. And once again, I say it's affordable. And then after I get comfortable with ERPNext, we realized we tried to analyze for 1 year. And 2014, we joined the developer support program. We completed 7 days training in Trape headquarters in India. And that time, I mean, like, we are not that really good programmer, but I feel like, well, they've really been helpful. They're really patient with us. The support is always quick to answer what we need, and actually they help us a lot to make our implementations better. And then my impression about Frappe framework, I think Frappe framework is a good framework. It's just like, basically, if it's a framework, then it's like a space, and the site itself is like the shelves, and the modules itself is like the book. So you can have a different shelves in one space, and then you can just have a book, every book in one shelf, and each book has different titles, and you can have different things inside that book. So basically, Frappe framework is a very flexible framework that you basically can use it for any kinds of your business needs. You can use it and customize it at any point, but then it still be in one framework. That's my impression of it. And then my impression about the module customization is I found it's very easy to customize. I mean, like, this one is my document checking module. I didn't really use any coding on that. It's just like simple custom field, and then there's the select, and then there's this attachment. So basically, I use this. We have less time to develop it, and basically we don't need to do any bug checking because basically there's no coding inside. And then what I love next from the ERPNext, and I cannot find it in the other solution. I mean, I'm using OpenERP also before. We did lots of customization at the end. We cannot upgrade to the latest version. But with the ERPNext, we start at version 4, but then we still can upgrade it again to the current version. And we did it ourselves. So I believe it's very easy. And then again, I would say it's less coding required. So it makes us rapid application delivery, and it less mistakes to, coding bugs and everything well. And then what we love also is after you customize, you can just push it to the GitHub. You can just put it as a repository, and when you need to deploy the other instance, you just pull it back, and there you are. All the customization, everything that you have is already inside the new instance. So this is several modules that I make. Basically, this is a checking module for our company. Because of our business process, we need to check and recheck a lot of stuff. So basically, this is lots of reports, custom report, and query report, basically, and some of the form and everything that we need in our company. And it starts first from the recheck landed cost voucher, this one down there. Because we use landed cost extensively, then we cannot really find adequate report for the landed cost itself. So that's why we make this report regarding the landed cost. And then one of my friend, when he see my implementation in my company, say, "Oh, why don't you come and help me in my company too. So basically, we are making a document checklist for his company. He's a logistical company. He do import clearance for stuff in Jakarta. Sorry. So basically, we are tightly close each other. I'm also using her service for declaring my stuff and importing my stuff. But then he has a lot of documents to process, basically, and sometimes one of the documents are missing or forgot to process. So basically, we are making some checklists so that all of his documents are digitized, and he can check on based on the order of this that the document will be ready and are you be able to use when the time of shipping comes. And the other one is we made an estimate tool for PT Jefta. PT Jefta is an electric switchboard maker and electric panel maker in Jakarta. They are using a manufacturing model, and what we are making here is they need an estimate on how much raw material they would need when they are producing. So we are making this estimate tool for them before they're actually going into the production order. And then what we love from ERPNext in the future, I would say we need more modules, we need more fixtures. And I was thinking about, well, this is the time of Internet of Things. Maybe we need the third-party integration. One of my friend, my client, I would say, sometimes he say to me, oh, I would like to have a automated fingerprint biometric attendance solution. And then he tell me, do you have any solutions with that? I mean, he say, money, no problem. Just point me to a brand that can directly connect to your ERP system, and I would gladly change all this biometric attendance in my company to what you are. And I think that's what we can talk in ERPNext for the future. And then improvement in UI. Well, I don't know. I love version 4. I'm sorry, but I found version 5, 6 to 7. It's kind of, how to say, white. I would like to have maybe something like more, yellow, blue, or something. And then there's a gross profit statement. This is basically a request from my colleges because actually for the gross profit in ERPNext, they don't include the sales return or purchase return. Well, what we are thinking is a little bit technical. This is just opinion that the gross profit should also include the sales return and purchase return. And then the cost center report, we are using it extensively, but then we are kind of sad that in version 7 you take it out. Maybe it will come back in 7.1, but we are really waiting for that. And then we would like to have more pages. And I don't know, stable branch. I don't say this is a I don't say this is a good or bad one. I cannot say. I mean, ERPNext is very stable, but sometimes the business wants something that a long term, like they can predict how long is the time frame, and it's very stable. Nothing. Well, predictability. That's what I'm thinking. And maybe a marketplace. I don't say marketplace to sell apps, but marketplace that you can put apps together, and then you can search the apps. I mean, right now, if I search the apps, I have to go through the discussion and okay, they found one. I mean, the GitHub, these pages. Then I click that one. But when you, put all your apps together, I think it will be nice. Then we can see and we can test them out. Then it's really there. And next is I want to talk why I contribute to ERPNext project. This is personal, so I think everybody has their own reason. But for me, is well, it helped me and my business to be better. And then it really evolve. I think it has a really good potential. I mean, like I really do wish that ERPNext would evolve as my business evolve. And then it has helped a small medium enterprise like me to be able to compete in the 21st century where the world is flat, as you know. And the most important thing is it helped me, in my business quality that already enjoying it. Else then it has also have active community and active developer. And I think ERPNext has helped me a lot to be, well, better. That's why I think we as a users and developer, we also have to contribute something to the community. That's what I think. So for that, this a little bit of advertisement. I mean, like we create an IT division on 2015. We are very new, but we are trying to implement ERP solutions to Indonesian business. Right now, we are 5 to 6 people right now, but then we really do need all of your support, and we are providing well service solutions. We are coming to the customer one by one. We are doing tailored needs, and I guess we all do that, so we can learn from that. And I wish I can also get your support from that. And this is some of our clients. We just do it 1 year, but yeah, we have 5 happy customers for this. And I think that's all of my presentation. Thank you very much.